If you're telling me what we're getting out of this is a Final Fantasy game with Devil May Cry gameplay and an interesting and compelling story, sign me up, man. I mean, that sounds great. So today, we have probably the last big release of footage. Probably the last big release of footage before the release of Final Fantasy 16. We've got 69 days until the game comes out. Nice. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay.
Hello everyone.
Hi Yoshida.
This is Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy 16, and welcome to the State of Play. Today, I'm here to talk a
I'm pretty
little
sure
bit
this
about
whole
the
State of Play is
story,
just going to be
world,
16.
and combat system of Final Fantasy 16, as well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems.
Cool.
We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5. I hope you'll stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you.
All right.
With that, let's get started.
Let's get to the good stuff. I think we've seen this before. The shot of him with the fire.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
Oh, this is gameplay.
I said focus, Wyvern.
It's telling you to move.
Home sweet home.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy 16.
I'm still just not used to how good these games look.
Final Fantasy 16 is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history.
Yep.
Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in.
I guess that's
With a
worth
fusion
clarifying,
of
yeah.
real-time action and RPG features, Final Fantasy 16 has been developed as the first true action RPG in the series. Using the power of the PlayStation 5 to its fullest, the game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience which we liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
Dude, the amount of times they say the power of the PlayStation 5 is so funny. They must have gotten paid to do it. Oh my gosh. These visuals are crazy. That looked kind of like a Witch Time. Like it looked like there was a slow. Oh wow. It's very summon focused. Which I really like, because they've always been around, and I know some of the older Final Fantasy is summon focused. And I haven't played too much of it, so I'm excited to see it. Especially with, I mean, the visuals, come on. It's nice because this is all pretty much out of context, so even though it's showing a lot of gameplay, we're not going to know, so.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place
cool
in
render.
the realm of Valisthea. We follow the epic tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our hero's life, his teens, 20s, and 30s.
This is crazy looking. They're like sliding on rocks, like it's snowboarding.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present.
Oh, so that's how you play as younger Clive. That's pretty cool.
And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
Like chills. Oh, I'm excited. The action looks sick, and it looks like you're fighting with people there. Like you've got people supporting you at least.
Clive,
think that's his brother, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it's really cool that the protagonist's dominant is Ifrit, because that was the villain of 15, or the villain summon of 15, so it's cool to see it. I mean, I don't know. He's looking pretty villainous there, but yeah. Let me just, oh, menu. Oh, whoa, no, come back. I'll let it go.
Final Fantasy 16 is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated.
This is so random, but dude, the water. I love it.
The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across
quest lines with those exclamation points on. Oh my god.
Here, players will meet new friends, encounter formidable
foes, there's Torgal,
and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Dude. The atmosphere of the game looks ridiculous. Like, are you kidding me? I knew this was gonna be the one where we get like everything, you know, or a lot of it. And check out the chocobos. Just amazes me to see how far some of these games have come. You look at like the pixel art of the original, and then it becomes this, and it's like, oh my god. Look at the water. I don't know if I've ever seen video game water look that good. Oh, we got combat.
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy 16. All the battles in the game take place in real time and are not turn-based.
Yep.
As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters.
That's cool. He really had to shove it in people's faces that it's not turn-based.
In action.
Alright. Oh my. How do you even like keep up with that? That's insane looking. Permafrost. That was cool. That was like a parry kinda. It looked like, yeah, precision dodge, precision counter shot. He's like shooting fire. He's got, I think those are Bahamut wings, right? Yeah. Oh wow. It's one of those things where it looks incredible. I have to get it in my hands to be like, does it feel incredible? But I mean, it was made by the combat producer for Devil May Cry, so I'd assume it feels good. I just can't believe how much is going on. Look at this. Oh. Like, what? I wonder if this is the battle music. There's the judgment cut. Shout out to Virgil. Oh my. It's just a big death beam? Wow, that was just like, they just barfed the combat at you. They're like, take that. Okay, here's the
abilities that Clive wields have unique characteristics depending on the icon they are derived from.
Oh, skill tree.
Players can use ability points collected by defeating enemies to unlock more of it.
And it looks like kind of like Devil May Cry, where you get like the abilities, like those are the ability points that you use. You get abilities. Sometimes abilities, it's like raising stats, but it looks like.
No problem.
And you can automatically do it. That's really nice.
Final Fantasy 16 includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience.
That's pretty cool.
Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle.
That's some nice accessibility, yeah.
A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes.
For precision dodges.
This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button, as well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack.
It's like
extra time to hit
the mode that just does all the crazy combos for you in fighting games. Same idea.
Alternatively, players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
The I want to swing option. You just don't worry about defense, you just hit him. Check out the
And for those who
menu.
want to concentrate on the story, don't forget to choose Story Focus Mode before starting a new game.
What is...
In this mode, timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
Okay, so even though you're action focused, you're not losing any story. It's just another nice option for people. Wow, look at all those options. That's... I mean, I guess... Power of the PS5. Damn, this is just like the
Clive
rest
will
area.
meet many characters along his journey who will join him as friends and allies.
Got the Moogle. Torgo's big, dude. That's a big pupper. Oh, she got messed up.
Didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive. Jill, a friend from Clive's youth.
It really is.
Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Clive!
Some of these companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures, fighting alongside.
Oh yeah, there's
and
a
finding lots to
Sidolphus
talk about
kicking with
along
him.
the way. That said, players will only need to focus on controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI-driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
I wonder how good the AI is going to be. Because in Remake it wasn't great, FF7 Remake. And they said they were working on it, so I'm intrigued. Especially in an action game like this, it's tough to make a really good AI. It looks like they kind of go for like synergy with you a little bit. It's interesting.
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal.
I'm gonna love this dog, man.
A smart, strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's side and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them. Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands. Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
Aw.
Goots, get her upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna love that dog like it's my own, I swear.
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
After
Oh my-
progressing somewhat through the game,
I'm
Clive
sorry,
will
this
gain
is like
access
so random, but the animation where he like bit the apple, it actually looked like his cheeks got like filled from eating the it's such a dumb thing to focus on, but like I don't know, just those little things are so crazy when you've got a world as big as this to be focusing on those little details. That's really cool.
to Sid's hideaway. Here in the hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
Okay. It looks pretty bare bones. I mean, it could just be because it's the beginning of the game or something, but it looks pretty bare bones.
A highly skilled blacksmith, works the hideaway's forge. Bring in materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
So that's kind of Monster Hunter-y, maybe? You have to kill
upgrading
certain
your
enemies
equipment
and stuff?
or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone.
Yeah, and this is the training mode.
Here, players can enter a virtual training area outside the bounds
Oh,
of time
that's
and space,
really nice.
where they are free to
And you can
refine
turn on and
practice
off
combos
Torgal.
of their very own. Once you're confident in your skills, try your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack up against players from around the world.
That's gonna be fun, man. It's like that's pretty different for Final Fantasy, but I don't know.
Hideaway is
I
home
could
to
see
a lot
people
of
going
other
crazy
features
with
as
it.
well.
It'll be fun to see people optimize it.
Not only will players discover a variety of side quests here, but they can also view information on quests offered all
I like
around
the headband.
Valisthea.
That's really nice. It looks like they make it pretty obvious where the side quests are. And you can fast travel to them. Yes. Thank you.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world?
Mid. When did you get back?
Look at the acoustic guitar.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Oh, and there's renown, which you get for donating and
Visit the
for.
hunt board to gain information on elite marks, fearsome foes lurking about the realm in desperate need of slaying.
So that's
The
kind of
moon
like
will be your
15,
guide.
having those hunts. That's nice, because it's always good to have more things to do in a bigger world. So hunts are a good way to like spread it out and go to different places. Seeing that thing in such high quality is crazy. Look at that.
There's
Wow.
also Lordesman Harpocrates, who will unlock Valisthea's secrets as Clive recounts tales of his adventures.
Oh, look at that.
I have quite the find for you today.
I was gonna say, speaking of the pixels,
You
there
wish
you
to study
go.
the tones?
They're not forgetting the roots, I guess. It's pretty cool. Oh, and you can kind of,
Here for
it's like
another of my
lore. You
lectures.
can collect
And
it.
Vivian Ninetails,
What is it that
a
you wish to
scholar and
learn?
strategist who will be
Here's the
more
latest
than happy to
information I
explain to
Oh, this
Clive
looks like
the current
Xenoblade.
state of
The
realm
big,
and provide information on key players.
The like,
There are all
the
kinds
chart,
of
the big
interactions and
like
features in the
relationship
Hideaway
chart.
to help players get even more enjoyment out of their time with Final Fantasy
Is it
XVI.
ever changing?
Okay. Dude, what the hell? Look at that!
On his
Oh,
travels,
Marlboro?
Clive will encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
This is a heroic battle theme. There we go. I'm starting to feel it. I'm like, I was sort of looking at footage and going, yeah, this is pretty good. But now with the music and they're showing a lot, that kind of looks like a Thorny Devil. It's like an animal in Australia. It's all covered in spikes and stuff. Oh, look at this. Fight with a midnight razor. He just like suplexed him.
He will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power of the icons.
Look at that's crazy. Like the big hands. Reminds me of Mario 64. Those big hands with the eyes on them. Ooh.
Colossal beasts who hold the surrounding lands under their
Like a
sway.
dragon?
Mysterious constructs of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
The Fallen. Ooh, we're gonna get some crazy lore. I'm excited. Oh wow. Just looking at this is such a treat. I can't even imagine actually getting to play it. The colors are so like... it's so funny because that initial reveal like made the game look so dark. And they actually did reference that a little later. But it's like seeing it now, it's like even with the dark, it's like all the colors are just so bright.
Experience unparalleled real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limits. The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
Yeah, those are gonna be like the big crazy cinematic. Oh, you Phoenix? Oh wow.
These epic confrontations all play out in real time, allowing players to control
And there's
their
Garuda.
very own icon.
We already saw footage of that fight a little earlier. That was a long quick time event, I think.
These battles differ
I could have like
depending on the icon encountered.
drank it a whole coffee before I reacted to that.
Right down to gameplay. Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield.
It's like Nier, like you're shooting all the shoot 'em up, yeah.
These massive scale boss battles are entirely seamless, and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
Neither can I, man. Oh wow. The movement seems pretty like you can move with Ifrit. And it looks like you still maintain like pretty similar controls. So that's always fun.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I.
So I guess you're gonna learn different abilities in that form. Oh wow. Yeah, it's the shooter. You got like the reticle. That's interesting. Oh, look at this. Got like different abilities, and it looks like it's like a homing thing. Oh my god. See, they're smart. They're showing us all this gameplay, but we have no context for why any of this is happening, and they do that very intentionally. Oh, the music. He's doing like... This looks like Bayonetta. He's just like running up the side of this is insane. Yeah, that's the Final Fantasy music we all know and love. Wow. Yeah, you're literally like beating up parts of the monster. It's exactly like Bayonetta. I wonder if they make your controller shake because it's PS5, so that they start doing the vibrations and the adaptive triggers and stuff. Be interesting. Oh, there's Odin. He sliced that column in half. Oh my god.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide June 22nd. And there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more.
Oh, don't tell me about endgame content.
On these aspects of the game in the near future. Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists.
Really?
Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
16プロデューサーの吉田でした。
Take my money. Take it. You've done enough. Oh. That flew by. That was crazy. Like, just some of these, like, I'm trying to get a good... I'm trying to get like a good visual of the action. Hold on, let me see. There was so much of it. I'm surprised. Like, here we go. Like, this scene looked crazy. You're in like a forest. They got Torgal in the corner here, and they're like dueling it out in the forest. He's like suplexing you. The map looks great. The combat just looks like, oh my god, like. Man, I get the turn-based, like, I wish it was turn-based, like, I get that audience of people, but, like, it looks so much fun to just, like, I've played Devil May Cry, and I really enjoyed it, and just seeing it applied to, like, my favorite franchise is, I don't know, man, it's this stuff is crazy, and they were showing, if I can find it, I don't know if yeah, like, just shots like this, like hold on, let me, like, dude, this is just like a pathway in the middle of the street, the middle of, I can't even speak properly. It's just a pathway in between areas. It looks like you're going to like some like fort-ish area up there, but just like you're just walking around. They got people walking on the street. It looks phenomenal. Wow. I mean, and again, didn't learn too much about the story. They were kind of just showing off like the big icon battles, which look incredible. But I'm so excited to see what they do with because they said there's 11 hours worth of cutscenes in this game. Again, I've talked about it before on my channel. There's just so much you can do with characters in that much time, and since you're spending the whole game as Clive, well, that's part of why I'm gonna love the dog, is because you're probably gonna spend the whole game with him. But when you're spending the whole game with one character, gives you a lot of chances of like, okay, we're seeing the world from his perspective, how he interacts with people, how he changes. Especially because they were talking about the different years, how they're gonna have the flashback. You'll get to see how he was, and then maybe something happens, and then he's a little different. And there's just a lot of opportunity. After 7 Remake came out and I sort of saw how they handled those characters, it renewed a lot of my faith. I already had a lot of faith, but it made me much more confident that they're comfortable creating and developing characters over the course of a game. And if you're telling me what we're getting out of this is a Final Fantasy game with Devil May Cry gameplay and an interesting and compelling story, sign me up, man. I mean, that sounds great. So, yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that really stuck out to me. The emotion in this scene between, I think it was Jill and Clive, who Jill's like a childhood friend kind of thing. Really good. Like, sounds like you can actually like hear the emotion in the characters. It's not like weirdly flat or like, I mean, we don't have any context for the scene, but yeah. Torgal's some of these cuts are really funny, but if I can find him. Man, Torgal's a big dog. He's a big dude. Look at that. He's like
Torgal.
That's a big boy right there. But yeah, again, just to summarize, this it's all kind of extra, this like extra character description stuff, but it's nice. It's like a nice little touch. Probably gonna look into it once I get more attached to the characters in the game. These fights look ridiculous. We saw some of them already, and just seeing like them fleshed out more, showing what the Phoenix fight was kind of like. And I'm sure there's like a ton of these. They're talking about how these were the highlight of the game, so they're probably gonna hold off on showing us everything. There's gonna be a couple of surprises, I'm sure, so that's really great. Skill tree stuff looked pretty plain, but it looks like they have, yeah, these different rings are based on the different icons. So you can get different abilities and sort of create loadouts, I'm sure, and that's going to be really fun. And they were talking about the high score system, so I'm sure people are going to figure out what's the craziest way to deal damage in this game. And, you know, that's like a whole fun little side thing that really hasn't been a Final Fantasy thing before. I mean, people like breaking the damage cap, but it was never like a like loadout building, like in this sense. It wasn't like an action gamey, like I will build this loadout and try to be like as optimal as possible and do as much damage and compete against people. So that's going to be interesting. He looks great. Definitely stands out. Like you can tell he's the main character, but no, I mean he looks good. And Tomorrow looks so crazy. I was like, really? And it looks like you've got like a party of 3 here. It actually looks like that's the young Joshua, which is, or the young Joshua, the young Clive, I think, which is really interesting. That'll probably be a part of his backstory. And I could probably sit here and analyze this data. And I might do it. Analyze this data. I'm talking like it's a science project. Analyze this these frames and like, oh my gosh, like what? This is crazy. I could look into this further. And I probably will at some point. But for now, I just wanted to give you guys my initial wow reaction to, because it was definitely wow. I'm more than sold on this game. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering and playing once it comes out. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the reaction. I'm looking forward to playing Final Fantasy 16 in 69 days. And I'll catch you guys. Oh, well, I dropped that. Anyway, we're good. We're good. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.
Check it out.